13-3 only put it in.
No, I cannot go, yeah, I cannot go, yeah.
On my mama, only. Fuck way or no way. Next up, bust up, yeah. Sunday, yeah, I walked in no legs. I'm motherfucking bill. Now, baby, I ain't flexing. She gon' break my heart, I ain't flexing. But I'ma break her heart, cause I'm flexing. Yeah, I'm flexing. She won't break my heart, no, I ain't flexing. But I broke her heart.
About it, and that's it.
Incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond.
The mandate is one of the national parties.
That's expressly in the Constitution of Congress to the private.
The light of America's promise.
This country is doomed.
The world is ran by select few. They tryna brand the name and bear this with a chill. But this the antidote. I'm hit with some truth. Not meant to survive, but that's the dirty truth.
So there is an STD outbreak across several cities and states in the United States, that being Atlanta, Georgia, New Orleans, Louisiana, Houston, Texas, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, different places in California, and Jackson, Mississippi. Now, if you are sexually active and you live in any one of these cities or states, you probably need to go and get checked, because I heard a 19-year-old guy, he was like, well, there's medicines that can heal all STDs now. HIV doesn't matter, it's just another STD. He literally said that. Yeah, I know, crazy. So you got to understand that people are passing it around like candy. People don't care. You see a lot of people who are on the low, down low dudes who are passing it home to their girlfriends or to their wives and things like that. You need to watch out with who you are sleeping with, because you never know what they are bringing home to you. Also, we know that there are those people who are doing it on purpose and who are infecting people on purpose because they just want to ruin other people's lives because they feel like their lives have been ruined. With hookup culture and dating culture on the rise and all these different dating apps and how social media has made sex so accessible to every single person now, you need to watch out and not just trust anybody just because of their words.
Did you know the biggest threat of your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like the IRAs, the 401ks, and the TSPs may not specific if you have over $100,000 in your retirement account. Get access to a free 2-minute report from Augusta Precious Metals and reveals the one step you can take to secure your financial future. Text SAFE SAFE to 35052 today.
Cases of HIV and other sexually transmitted infections are on the rise in our area and rising faster than anywhere else in Texas. Tonight, Matt Doherty looks at which parts of the city are seeing the highest rates of new cases. He joins us live tonight in West Houston. Matt?
Yeah, the study shows the rates of new cases are rising across the board, even among some diseases you may have thought were long gone.
HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all of those. So it's a big issue we have here in our community.
I found out I was HIV positive after noticing strange spots on my body and experiencing high fever. It all started after a night out with my friend. I remember drinking way too much, definitely more than I should have. Things spiraled so quickly that I completely lost control of what I was doing. My friend tried to get me home safely, but we got into an argument and she decided to leave. I stayed at the party with some other people and eventually met this girl. She seemed fun, and the last thing I remember was dancing and having a good time. The next morning, I woke up in her bed confused, hungover, and with no clear memory of what had happened. I left quietly before she woke up, telling myself it was nothing serious. I thought that night wouldn't come back to haunt me, but about a month later, I started dropping weight fast. I was constantly running a fever, had pounding headaches, and weird spots started showing up on my skin. That's when I started to panic. Deep down, I had a terrible feeling about what might have happened that night. So I finally went to the hospital, and that's when, comment if you want to hear part 2.
15,000 people done tested positive for HIV in South Carolina, man. That's crazy as a motherfucker. And y'all still out here playing with that fire. Y'all playing with that fire. You think I'm talking about that blick, boy? I'm talking about something that's that'll kill you alive. That's worse than being killed and dead. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. So if you would rather be just gone out of here unalive, or you'd rather be dead and alive with the HI, shit. What, 15,000 people?
Please listen. There have been 200,000 new cases of HIV. Yeah, in Houston, Texas. Not long ago, I did a video about there being 400,000 new cases of HIV in Atlanta. HIV is running rampant through our country as though we were a third world country.
What's up, family? So I want to spread some awareness before it's too late. If you know somebody that lives in Houston, slept with somebody that lives in Houston, or resided to Houston in the last year, I would advise both of y'all to go get checked right now. Just got off the phone with my mentor, and he's actually in the medical field. His friend that is in the Houston CDC, which stands for Center of Disease Control, is talking about how HIV has spread it amongst so many black women, more so than any other race. And they also saying it's a lot of men out there that's giving these women something called a 3-for-1, where they get 3 different STDs in one night. I'm gonna give it to y'all straight. It's none of my business who y'all sleep with or who y'all want to sleep with, but this is why I keep my legs closed today. And people think it's boring, or it's like, oh, I'm overthinking it, but hell nah, bro, I don't trust none of y'all. I really don't. A lot of these people don't go get checked. They don't have primary doctors. I want y'all to know that the spirit of lust is the strongest spirit there is in the Bible. I'm talking about, it's so strong you gotta go get prayed over by the church folks to get it released from you. And people are not taking it serious. They're out here, they're having fun. It's this music, it's these rappers, and y'all think it's normalized. It's so normalized. Threesomes, all of this and that.
And you know that you have an STD. And you need to inform people of that, because when you don't and you infect that person, you are changing their life forever, and they are making a decision that they do not know. Like, this shit is going to change the rest of my life. And there's nothing I can do. And I'm embarrassed. And I'm humiliated, and I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid for letting someone take advantage of me in a moment of weakness. But I did not consent to this. And I'm going to get justice for myself. Because there have been so many times in my life where I haven't. And this is not fair. And I refuse to let anybody else feel like this if I can help it.
If you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's free, simple to use, and the best way to stay connected. The content you want. Once you got it, search for my channel, hit follow. That way you get a notification every time we go live. No missing shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now. Use the link in the description or the pinned live chat. Download it to your phone and you're ready to go. And if you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble is available in all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be part of the action.
Now they calling this an outbreak. How's the outbreak? This was all deliberated and planned out. You know what I mean? What's going on in, you know what I'm saying, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, here in Tennessee, you know what I mean? Memphis. What's going on in Texas, Houston, Texas? I mean, they call this, you know what I'm saying, an outbreak. This ain't no damn outbreak. You know what I'm saying? These people, you know what I'm saying, injected these people. And these people passing this shit along. They know they got it. And they passing this shit along. That's why I said this world done got fucking evil to its core. You know what I mean? I told you when it's time to get in them front lines, I'm gonna be at their front lines. And like I said, I'm speaking, I ain't got nothing nice to say about all this shit. Cause all these people just acting so motherfucking, they ain't having accountability for having that shit, and they spreading this around. They giving it to innocent people. People don't even need it. You know what I'm saying? People, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they need it either, but I'm saying they called it, so, you know what I'm saying, they passing it along. And I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, I want to say a certain percentage, I want to say 40% of the people is passing the shit along because they've been injected with it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not just having sex and getting that shit. These STDs and, you know what I'm saying, this HIV. We told you it was in the COVID vaccine. You know what I mean? And we was telling people, like, you know what I'm saying, look, it's in the COVID vaccine. It got scar tissue in that shit. It got mercury. You know what I mean? You heard Donald Trump say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, all this shit, all these so-called diseases that we've been getting over years, like chicken pox and, you know what I'm saying, and the, you know what I'm saying, the measles and all this shit, you know what I mean? They, you know what I'm saying, they've been injecting us with this shit. You know what I mean? It's the Skigi experiment, you know what I'm saying? With syphilis. They've been injecting us. We like some guinea pigs to them. And now, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people been dying, you know what I'm saying, because of the shit. They've been getting hepatitis and shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been telling people this for years, that that's what they was doing. And now, all these years now, people realizing it now. You know what I'm saying? They getting it in their research. You know what I'm saying? We told you, go to our Telegram channel. Yo, we got plenty of information. I got over 3,000 videos, you know what I'm saying, up on Telegram. You know what I mean? Anything you need to know. If it's down to extraterrestrials, reptilians, the Lyrians, you know what I'm saying, the sectoids, you know what I mean, the alien grays, you know what I mean, the Anunnaki, the Nephilim, you know what I mean, the Cobra the COVID-19 ain't nothing but a, you know what I'm saying, a common cold. And the COVID, they created this COVID vaccine to really knock out most of the melanated people. It was mostly for us, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because they know, you know what I'm saying, when we coming into this shift, you know what I'm saying, it's getting hotter and hotter. The sun, you know what I'm saying? And it's really, you know what I'm saying, it's really, you know, got people with skin cancer and shit. And I ain't talking about the melanated people. I'm talking about the Caucasian people. I'm talking about people that, you know what I'm saying, with the less melanin in their bodies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, then you know, the lack of babies they procreate. They not. You know what I mean? It's down. I mean, it's crazy. But we was telling you so, that this was going to happen. And now, you know what I mean, because, you know, Bill Gates, because they know what the sun do. You know what I'm saying? Bill Gates been trying to block out the sun because he already know, you know what I'm saying, that sun is going to burn up anything that's artificial on this fucking planet. And it's been doing it for the last 20 years. You know what I mean? So what people, you know what I'm saying, don't feel to realize that we are spiritual beings, and that's what we're going into, back into, you know what I'm saying, a high vibrational spirit essence, you know what I'm saying, and we turn it into this crystalline state, you know what I mean? So that's why we telling all our brothers and sisters, all the guys and goddesses out there, go on and soak up all that sun, because that sun, that's what it's doing, it's activating you. But some people don't want to believe that. Like, people don't want to believe that, you know what I'm saying, it's more than one race of fucking, you know, beings out here. You know what I mean? They want to think we are the only ones. How does that sound? You know what I'm saying? And you see all these star systems out there. You see, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be that dense. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got the ice wall, because they've been barricading us in, and we've been grazing in the past like some goddamn cows and pigs and horses and shit, and we under control, MK Ultra shit, and we can see beyond that ice wall, but you know, like they said, we like fleas. You know what I'm saying? And they put them fleas in a jar, and they put the top on the jar, and the fleas can easily jump out that motherfucker. So they put the top on the jar, and every time the fleas jump, it hit his head on the top of the jar. So after a couple of days or a week later, you take that lid off that jar. You know what I'm saying? Them fleas, they ain't gonna jump out, because they had, you know, they got used to, because it's a fucking lid on that motherfucker. They think it's gonna bump their head again. I'm just saying, that's how they got us, yo. So I'm just saying, all the waking ones out there, like I said, we are the ones that's gonna guide, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Our peoples through this shit. And I'm talking to you, the chosen ones, the ones that are supposed to be awakening, but you sit back and you being quiet. You know what I mean? We are the ones supposed to lead this shit. So, you know what I mean? Now it's time to get your ass into position. Now it's the time, you know what I'm saying, you start telling these women and children, the kids, the truth. Quit lying to them. You know what I'm saying? And we've been heavily programmed. You know what I'm saying? They've been grooming us since birth. Ever since we started kindergarten, they've been programming us since then. So I don't know how many times we gotta tell you, it's the truth is the truth. So I'm Dice Game G on We Are VishusTv, Raw Vicious News, Dick In, Junior and Dice Game Show. Make sure you join us on Rumble, BigShoot, Instagram, the Locale channel. You know what I mean? Yo, please, you know what I'm saying, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, we got to get back up there, you know what I'm saying, because the last time I was up there, I was in the thousands before they deleted my channel. I love y'all, and I'm out.